My Father Learned to Walk by Suanna Davis. I don't remember when I began to walk, though my mother claims I lurched to my feet and took off. But I recall when my father learned to walk, 6 weeks after every artery to his brain collapsed. His right leg wasn't working, but he could throw it forward with his hip. We held him tight with a belt wrapped around his chest so we'd have something to grab if he began to list or fall. My mother brought one with colors, but the pink and purple were too girly. Eventually, the white turned tan, but we never wrapped my father in flowers. It was hard to mince my steps and match the length of his new stride. And my memory took me back to a walk across a parking lot, hanging on to my father's fingers and stretching my toothpicks, wanting to be just like him. Then Dad slid sideways, and we fell together into a waiting wheelchair. Death is a Hole by Suanna Davis. Death is a hole that scoops away and empties out a place that once belonged to a face and a woman who stood up to bullies, ignored threats, and educated the willing. The bully was a big man and well loved, but he was pushing his tiny young wife around, and so she stepped between them and told him in a voice firm and careful, "Stop that." And he did. A gun hung in a hand of a loved one above her bed as an argument ensued, and this violence and screaming were her first memory. She would open the book and insist they read all the pages, every word, and take a quiz and know the answers, or take it again until they did. And some of the students loved her, and the others dropped her class. But those who remained to drink her wisdom gained more than a grade or a finished book. Death is a hole that empties an office and a class and a friend, leaving behind a vacancy that opens the way for bullies and violence and willful ignorance. Rest in peace, Vicki Smith.